But one of the things that I messed up, so again, my app saves all these locations that you check in at, and the reason it's useful is because I can go back and say, like, what was that coffee shop I was at in this city, or what was that Italian restaurant my wife and I ate at, so I can take my mom out to lunch, which actually happened. So to enable Siri to search your saved places, the app has to be able to query that SwiftData model. I was referencing the Unicorn Chat app from Apple, from the WWDC video, and it showed how they created what's called they call it a model manager, and it handles their main context, the model container, main context, and they have all of their SwiftData schemas in there. So I was looking at that, and I have multiple SwiftData schemas in my app, but I only needed one. I only needed the saved data. So looking at Apple's example app, I was looking at how they were handling allowing Siri to search their schemas. Yeah. And so I saw that, and I'm like, okay, great. I'm gonna do it the same way that they did, and I put in the schema of just my saved place model, but not the other ones, because not all of them. And what I ended up doing, to fast forward this and then get through that confused look on your face, is I ended up duplicating. I ended up duplicating schemas. And how I realized it was I lost all of my saved places. They were just gone. And I mean, I have, over the years, because I've imported from Foursquare check-ins over the years, I have thousands of check-ins over the years, and they were just gone. And I thought, they're probably not gone.
You said you imported from where?
Foursquare.
From Foursquare check-in.
Yeah, that's a whole nother chat. That's a whole nother discussion.
That's a hot feature, though, that your app supports?
That's a hot feature, yeah.
Okay, great to know.
Yeah, for the 11 people that use Foursquare still, but I'm one of them. And I think there's more. So I have all of these models, or these SwiftData models, but I only needed Siri to be aware of one of them. So I just put in this model manager in my app, just the saved place model, and I just have Siri look at that one, but it ended up duplicating models. But then in the console, when I'm running it in Xcode, the console's spitting out all these core data errors. Error. I mean, like 2 pages if you just imagine.
It's probably not anything. I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm reading that, and forget it. I'm not a big user of AI, but it's not like I don't use it. And this was something like, okay, screw this. Like, I just copied and pasted 2 pages worth of core data errors, handed it to Claude, and said, what is happening? I've lost all of my things. And Claude very quickly identified the problem. I had 2 mismatching identifiers. I can't remember what they were called. It doesn't really matter, but basically it identified the problem of duplicate or mismatched like schema ID or something, and basically the app wasn't able to resolve which one to use, so it just exited out, and the app still runs, but it doesn't. You just have no storage. It's just gone. And by adding a new place, it wouldn't store that either, because it just has nothing. So
is that a thing you were able to recover from?
I did. Yeah. It basically the data was still there. I'm trying to think if I could have. The way I recovered it was getting all of my SwiftData schemas in one location, and so then app intents and the app itself references one, whether it's called the main context or the model container. I think it's the model container.
Okay.
I get these confused. Model context, model container. I'm not knowledgeable enough to explain those differences, but.
Yet you're using them in like 4 apps or something now, so
100%, yeah. I use SwiftData all the time, but I still couldn't tell you. I barely tell you the difference between model context and model container and main context. Yeah, but it all ties into one, and you need one source of truth. So once I created one source of truth with all of those SwiftData models, I actually deleted my app completely off of my device, reinstalled it, and all of my places repopulated, because they are synced with CloudKit.